We're going to move to AI, but while the stage is being set up, I maybe wanted to take a time to ask you a question. How many of you actually use AI tools in every day now? A lot of you, right? So like it's really become an everyday thing for us, and AI has been becoming to be more and more integrated in our everyday lives. So the next discussion will be exactly on that. It will be on women in AI pioneering the future. And as you might see, so many hands raised up. You already kind of notice that AI is reshaping how we work, how we live, and how we make decisions. But behind every algorithm, every application, there are human stories. And this will be a discussion exactly on that. So I'll invite on stage our first speaker, Elina Lidere, freelance advisor to the Prime Minister on Innovation and Technology. Agathe Ambolte, head of AI at Riga Stradins University. Christiane Grametinje, co-founder of Praxis Assistants. And Laura Lokmane, founder of Hospili, CPO at Xybos.
Hi everyone, great to have you here, and I'm really happy to talk about the future, about AI future, and also the women leadership bringing that future and building it. We'll start with a personal journey. As it was said, is behind all the algorithms, there are human, and maybe you can tell each of you how you started your tech career and what inspired you to do there, and maybe, yes, how you manage, yes, to be also to gain the leadership in the field.
So, IT career for me was the best thing that happened to me. It was the luckiest accident that I did. For some reason, I got into studying IT, and I studied it. First, I didn't know how to install Skype. I was that girl. I was always, please, I need some help with Skype installations. And but I challenged myself, so I went to study IT. After the second course, after the first course, I went above and beyond. I tried really hard. After the second course, I got my first IT job. And for 8 years, it has been a wild ride. But after those 5 years, I said that, okay, I don't want to program anymore. So I went more into helping others get into the field. And so it naturally flew into management. For some reason, I founded 2 organizations in Liepāja, but right now I have relocated to Riga. So I was in management in a board member position for 5 years, more than 5 years. And now I'm in Riga. I'm going towards improving everywhere where I go. I start something new. So that's my special skill. But yeah, everything is connected to AI. I founded the first artificial intelligence talent program in Latvia 4 years ago. So that's where my AI journey started really. And I understood that, oh my God, how do these people exist who understand this, how to develop it actually. But now we have this program that teaches young people how to start their career in AI development. After that, 2 years later, approximately, ChatGPT came along, and I thought, yes, now everyone can have AI in their hands. So I started to help companies. I had my experience with helping in educational field already. So I thought, okay, let's help companies. Because for my 2 organizations, I decided that we're going to go AI first. And my team said, yeah, and then did nothing and didn't use it at all. So we had our challenges, and so yeah, here I am. I'm excited about IT. I'm excited about AI, and that has been my journey. All flew naturally because of one accidental.
I'm just wondering how that accident happened. What was in your mind when you chose the IT studies?
The problem with my decisions was that I was listening what others wanted me to do. My path was going towards economics, but then I'm not sure, not enough time.
Okay, sometimes it's good to listen others.
Hello, I'm Laura. Thank you for having me today. So I do not have any technical degree or like some legit studies in my pocket for tech or AI, but my journey started when I was like 5 years, 6 years ago, maybe. I was an office manager in a software development company. So basically, me without any knowledge of technology and 25 developers. So first, it was a challenge to learn how to speak their language, and then it got somehow exciting. Like technology world was exciting to me. But I thought it was too late to start studies in the IT field. And then I got pregnant and went on maternity leave. And what's the best thing you can do on maternity leave is to change your career. So I found out about Riga Tech Girls community and started with a program Discover Tech in 2021 while driving through the forest with a baby stroller. And I got very excited, and I actually saw myself exact roles where I can fit in this world. And then I took a next program by Riga Tech Girls, and next program by Riga Tech Girls, several hackathons with a big belly with a second baby, and like a lot of different things I was learning just because not somebody else wanted me to learn them, but I just was very curious about that. And like the real deal with IT and AI started last year during Hackathon, Women in Tech, also by Riga Tech Girls, of course, where there was a topic, health, data, and AI. And I got recent experience with my baby in hospital, and I found this great idea, what could I do? And in Hackathon, we developed awesome product together with 5 other amazing ladies, and it included AI. Which I built myself, the simple chatbot using the online tools you can find everybody online. And then we actually went to hospital to show what we did in this hackathon. And they said, hey, like, when can you build this? Like, this is what we need. Like, and this is how started my journey. And from that one hackathon, now it's like 2 companies have developed, like real companies. One is Hospili, which I'm leading. The tool is helping hospitals manage their staff workflow, optimize the time that they're spending on their daily routine, and also the patient communication and information. And the other company where I'm leading the specifically AI assistant platform development is Xybus. It's also like they're both connected. So, but yeah, so basically without any degree, only with Riga Tech Girls programs and some curiosity and experimentation, it got to the 2 serious companies at the moment. Yeah. So
Super great story. Love Tech Girls.
Hi everyone. My IT journey probably started a while ago. When I was like, I think 7 or 8 years old, I saw Microsoft Paint and I knew that, oh, that's something interesting. I might want to do something with it more later in life. Then I spent a lot of time in front of a computer when I was a teen, and then I realized, well, I should start to earn money with this. So I had my first internship when I was 16 in IT. I worked under this company that worked directly for Google. And then I think AI really just came as a natural progression when it comes to AI, IT. So I'm here today. Hello. And yeah, that's my story in 2 words.
I think that it is important for women not only to be presented in a tech sector, but also the leading the way. That's why my next question is about how you see your leadership, and did you face any challenges or in your way how others perceive you as a leaders?
Okay, I'll go for it. I have a lot of fun stories for later, for the after party. If you're
oh, that's so sad. Tell at least one.
But I think the question is about challenges, right? Or
yeah, you can share not only challenges, maybe good or bad things, some advices maybe as well. It's mostly about how you feel women as a leader in AI tech sector.
Okay, so for me, what I've observed, sometimes maybe it's just my experience, that there was this saying that first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, and then they come to you. And I've lived in all my projects through this very spectacularly, and I know that it's true. So for everyone who maybe doesn't feel seen at the moment, who doesn't feel that maybe it's funny what they're doing, or why do you approach this? Why are you thinking all these business ideas and technologies and yeah. So just go for it. So that's my experience with every single project that I've had, probably. But for leadership, I try to build upon values, and whatever comes out of the right values always is great. At least the feeling is great when I build upon values, and I'm not in it for doing the artificial intelligence program. How long can I take it? How much financing can I attract? For me, it's about the vibe, about the feeling, so that the feeling is right, so that it's built upon good values. And what happens then, all the decisions become easy, because I've had large and small companies come to me, so how much for one AI person? How much does he cost, or he or she? I said, it's not about buying heads or buying people out, it's about supporting AI education. And if you want to support this initiative, you can, but you will not buy like pieces of people. And a lot of times, it's more about values and more about building something bigger than a single person or bigger than a team. And if it's on the right values, then the leadership comes naturally, or everything comes naturally.
Yeah, I can agree with you totally, and start with leadership question. Also, this is what happens very well in our team. Like as myself, I don't have any technical knowledge, so I'm no tech expert, but I have collected in my team very good tech experts, good AI experts, and we have naturally divided our roles, and we have this very deep trust in each other, that we rely on each other's skills, capabilities, and don't question each other's decisions on something. And somehow it works very well when there is a good culture and trust in each other, and like reliability on the team as it is. So, and values, of course. We also know, I don't build our products because it's AI. We just use AI because it's a logical like component of every technology solution right now in some of the steps, but not all of them. It's not like some magic. But yeah, it's not because of just building AI, but because we want to solve something real, something important that's in our hearts. And about challenges, especially as I don't have any technical degree, challenges are a lot, especially in situations when I am asking for some advice from some experts in the field. I have had at least one very like negative situation, like more, but I will tell you about one when the expert who I wanted to ask the question regarding GDPR and AI, just how to do this right way. And the answer didn't start with the answer. Answer started with a counter question. What degree do you have? Like, why do you think that you can build this? Your customer is hospital? Like, I don't believe like they signed a contract with you. Like, you know, and in the end, no answer was given to me. Just like,
but that was because of your education, yes?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe it was because I'm a woman. I think it was because of that, like because there was no CV before this conversation. So who knows? Maybe I have this degree, yeah. But because I'm a lady and I have this ambition, like very high ambition, and I think that I was questioned because of that. And how to solve this kind of things? Just swallow these things and ask for another opinion. Ask for different experts. And in this scenario, I just went to bunch of lawyers, bunch of legal people to get the right answer on my question, and I got it, and I proved it, and I proved this expert wrong, that he thought it's not possible, but it's legit, it's possible, and it's working right now. Like, just keep going instead of listening to some negative.
Well, for me, I think leadership in general is quite a tough cookie to master, especially if you're I don't want to say if you're a woman, but well, that's true. You know, I like to lead with with the idea that I'm a human being and I'm talking to other people and we want to have this common goal in mind. But I remember like a couple of years ago when I started to work for this company, one developer on purpose made errors in the code. And I asked him, hey, I saw a bug. And he was like, yeah, I know. I made it for, I mean, it's there because I just wanted to see if you're actually paying attention and you know what you're doing. So I've had situations like that, but as Agathe mentioned, you know, at first they laugh at you, right? And you just gotta push through. And I think that's the best what you can do in any position.
And yeah, another thing is also regarding AI. What do you see the gender diversity, how it actually will impact also the usage and the tools of AI, and how important it is?
So for obviously the representation is what we need, regardless of what technology we're talking about. Like we need representation everywhere, whether that's gender representation, race representation, and etc. Because we need to be inclusive, and especially when it comes to AI, we're building these models and we're building these tools that are, you know, we're seeing how this industry is kind of skyrocketing and becoming something big, and we need to put in very strong foundations right now in order to build great products in the future. And therefore we definitely need women, we need everybody to join on this board. But it's yeah, it's hard.
But do you mean just because we need as much as people as possible, or there is something what brings additional value in diverse teams, specifically also for AI tools?
I think when we have bigger representation, not in like headcount, but in actual representation, we miss less and less blind spots that there might be in a project or product, whatever. And yeah, I think that's the key value and the reasoning why we need more diverse teams, to not miss anything.
If you have, all of you, also some examples where you have seen something missing because of that, yeah, that would be great also if you could share.
I want to contribute to this diversity importance with a little bit of historical dash of history. So why it's important to have women and men working on AI solutions? So because our brains are wired differently biologically, and like throughout our evolution it has happened that way, that for example why like that when the women were taking care of children in a caves, their task was to observe the surroundings and like analyze what's happening around, right? But for men, then they were going hunting. So their main goal was to like focus on their target and to get the food. That's why it's like proven that women are preferring to drive during the day because of the peripheral vision is wider. And men prefer to drive during the night because their vision is slightly more focused, and in the night it's better to drive. So why this story? Because when you build, for example, AI solutions, right now we see a lot of very focused solutions, like very targeted problem solvings, like very small focus. But when we are thinking about what AI can build, like in an agentic system, when there are large processes of businesses or societal processes where we can give this task to AI, I think that women, with our vision, with our mind, we see how these processes can be interconnected in the better way. The same as we manage our families, multitasking at the same time. I think that it's important for women to have us like in this field because of this unique skill, I think, to be able to see the bigger picture and combine like a larger amount of different processes.
I think especially also I have heard a lot of stories from scientists that for tech sector, they started a new initiatives, especially in health sector, regarding the women health. What wasn't before, just because the men who worked there, they didn't have that in their daily agenda. Yeah, maybe you can comment. You work a lot now in health sector. How you see that?
I could drop in just 2 cents of my observations in all types of education. Right now, as a woman, I'm angry that there is no research, not enough research regarding women, and that's crazy. That's something I'm angry about. But okay, anger aside, when I do the AI talent program, we have approximately 10% girls, and that's not too much. It's like 3 to 5 girls is the medium for a 30-person group, approximately. So not enough. Then when I do ChatGPT or large language model education, it's women everywhere. And when we look at how to implement into organizations and large language models, again, women everywhere. Yesterday I started my Riga Stradiņš University lifelong learning course about large language models and how can we use them in depth. 30 people were in my course, 2 men. So whenever we talk about aggressively, from my experience, women are approaching aggressively new skills and new things. And whenever we add the word girls or women, it's filled, from my experience, with women are grabbing onto new knowledge in an exciting way, from my observation. When we talk about actually deeper understanding, working with advanced stuff and really digging deep, then men come through with their technical minds and whatnot. So I see that we're going in the right direction.
I have a comment on that, because once there was a Harvard University professor here in Latvia talking about how to get girls in computer science, and he told that was about the school kids, but still he told that there is a different approach how you advertise for girls and for guys, because the boys usually they like just technical names, just software names and etc. But the girls need a little bit more description on the value and something like that. And usually it's also that, but there's more on school kids that they need to bring in groups, the girls in groups. The guys are going just by themselves as well, but the girls more in groups. And in many cases it's not so much about the technical things, but maybe just the way how you wrote it down and advertise it actually.
Yeah, and I think a large problem are parents. From my experience, because I've had girls coming into talent programs and then the parents calling me, my girl will not be a noob.
Oh, really?
And taking them out and you do your girly things, go to dancing or whatever, not that nasty technology.
I have heard that school kids are doing that. I haven't heard that it's really like so aggressively from the parents. That's really sad, really sad. But I see that is also an issue in many cases, and yeah, that's why it's good also topic the new one about the mentorship, because yeah, that could be also from a parent side, but also how you see and maybe how to empower more women to get in tech sector and also to take a leadership role that I see is also very important, because we have quite many women in science and in really also in tech sector and even in startups are not so few if comparing in Europe at all average, but yeah, we somehow need more also women in leadership, and how to promote that and how to help to boost that confidence and gaining their leadership skills.
I'll jump in with a quick story. I try to make it quick. So, I was the most introverted person that you could imagine. I was so introverted that I usually, we had those microbuses where you had to, hey driver, stop here, I need to get out. I didn't say it. I was riding along whenever the next person will jump out. One time I was crying because I was going on a tour throughout Liepāja because nobody was. So that from that introversion, so what I was doing sports, all kinds of sports. And I was still introverted, nothing changed, and then something changed. And now, when I do events, I do the largest IT conference for young kids in Latvia. It's called IT Day in Liepāja, a couple of hundred of people. I do meetups, I do discussions with wonderful people, and I do all these things, and I promote everywhere where I go. I'm thinking about a YouTube channel, how can I impact more, and do all this stuff, and communicate. And there was one changing point for me. What happened? And that happened before IT, just right before I got into IT. I went to a sports club, again, silent, not talking to anyone, just tell me what I need to do. And that specific club was game-changing, life-changing, because they were just encouraging, like, yeah, let's do this together. Let's run for a couple of hours and then see who can run so long. And those stupid things, like simple things, but creating a group and just taking care of one another and being there whenever we pull up. And I learned how to pull up, and I learned how to do all these crazy stunts on street workouts and everything. And I understood it's not about me. It's about the community that I'm in. So now, wherever I go, I try and build communities with like-minded people who simply, they give ideas, they push you a little bit, they say that it's okay, they don't understand. The simple human things, that's why this AI thing will not kind of replace us all and kill us all, because we still need this human thing, and this human connection is one of the most important things to create the new leaders, because everyone has a spark inside, they just need the right group. So wherever I go, I try to create a group, a safe place for everyone, no matter how weird they are, because I was up there, top 3 weird. How about you?
Yeah, well, I completely agree about the community, power of communities, and like I'm a real example of that. Like I would never be here. Never would be here without Regatta Girls, and they know it because I tell them every time. And but also, of course, if I wouldn't go there to each meetup, to each program, to like everywhere where there's like the previous speaker was telling, like saying yes to everything. Like basically, this is my mantra as well. Like you will probably never hear me saying no, even if I don't want to really. Like, but I try to never say no. So, and what's also very important thing from the other side, like from community perspective, like when the community sees somebody who maybe wants something more than others, the community starts pushing this person everywhere. Like, go for this journal, go for this interview, go speak here, go speak there, and you do it because like you kind of like. What else you can do, and slowly, step by step, you're built like this person who wants to do something and has these opportunities. Like this is how courage is building up through your fear, through your self-challenge, and you build your courage, and then you succeed at something. You reach some sort of success, and then you are example to other people who are a step behind you maybe, and then I look at you, okay. She can do it, okay, I can do it as well. So this is the magic of the community, and I think we need to more and in many cities and different kinds of, because one like this community, other like this community, and just continue doing what you are doing, especially Regatta Girls, and other community is great as well. And Agata, what you are doing is also a lot of respect for that.
Representing Liepāja girls.
Yeah.
I think everybody's pretty much self-obsessed, and everybody's conscious about how we act and how we do things. Right now, even my palms are sweaty, and I mean, I don't know what the hell am I doing up here, right? And it's scary, but I agree with you, girls, that having community, having great friends, family members that support you is great, and really believing in yourself, even though sometimes the world can be a scary place. And just push yourself and do it. Even if you end up in a room where you're the only person, I don't know, if you're the only woman or the only, I don't know, 16-year-old or whatever, it's okay. There's a reason why you are in that room, and that's what matters, I think.
What are your tips and tricks for getting courage and doing things?
That's a good question. I would really like to have answers to this specific question as well, because I'm very afraid a lot of times from public speaking. I don't like, it's just doing it, you know, just putting yourself in that uncomfortable position, because it never gets easier, at least for me. I've been doing this for years. Still hate it every single time. But here I am.
That's so great that you are here. Yeah, talking also about the impact you all are doing as a leading in your roles. Maybe you can tell about the AI future, how you see what specifically in your field, how you see it will change the communities and what new things it will bring.
I'm the most excited one. I strongly believe that I'm the most excited person in the world about AI. But okay, so I really like this new thing that's going in. It's up in the air that Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, he said that during the next couple of years, in near future, we will have the first one-person billionaire. And this thought has excited me, because when I entered IT, I saw how from not having anything I can get everything. And I came from a really modest background, and let's put it politely. And then when you go into IT, you understand that you have the freedom to choose what you want to do, where you want to do it, how much you want to earn for it, how much you want to develop, in which ways you want to grow. And now, when we have not only IT, but AI, we can choose what superpowers we want. So that's something that I'm really excited about, and that's why I teach and go and spread the word about AI everywhere, because this gives us such freedom that we cannot imagine. Of course, it has its costs. We need to learn, we need to understand, we need to apply, we need to dig through something that we don't understand, we need to maybe excite others, get some companions for the road. But yeah, so this is bringing us superpowers. It gives us the opportunity to be a one-man organization. It gives us opportunity to be a 1 million man organization. Whatever we want, we can access skills of the world in the palm of our hands or through our voice at this point. So that's something that I'm really excited about. And let's not even get into deep AI. So that's something amazing. We have some risks there, I understand, but still excited.
How health students feels about AI, because that is also very crucial in different industries, that they are not learning about their field, but also learning the tech skills as well, and to combine that.
I think it's holding you back if you choose not to use AI. So for Riga Stradiņš University, we were the first university who created guidelines for AI, because we need some rails on which to stay, because everything will be overridden if we will not have rails, and it still is. But so we will use it in an ethical way and in a transparent way. So that's the mantra for AI in Riga Stradiņš University. I think doctors in radiology understand it the best. You can get better results, you can get insights through computer vision, through AI, you can diagnose things a lot faster. It's just a way of how we're going to do it. The actual conversation, I think the important one is what is the role of the doctor and how do we raise such doctors so that we don't have a lost generation where nobody understands how to be a doctor. Well, what? Because based on the data, we can have errors and things like that. We already touched upon that. We don't have enough data about women's organisms at this point. So yeah, the thing, I don't see how you can continue to develop as a professional in any field if you don't try at least to give AI a chance and give technology a chance. So it will get more and more. So I think everyone has heard already the saying that you will not be replaced by AI, you will be replaced by somebody who uses AI. Of course, but hey, maybe that's some IT person point of view.
No, like I agree with you completely. There are things like specifically when we speak about doctors and these crucial professions, it's important then like not overusing AI like doesn't impact your like professional skills. It's important, of course, but like talking about health industry and what is expected years ahead of us, and so many shortages of doctors and nurses, and why I'm building Hospili, because of this critical catastrophe that's coming up in 5 years, right? But AI is basically the solution that comes in right now. How you can have one doctor who acts like 5 doctors at the same time, keeping the whole control, but like the time has been made more efficient, like 5 times or 100 times or 10 times, whatever. Yeah. So it's important what we can do, especially in the health industry. I see very great potential in this. Of course, everybody needs to learn, especially older like generation. It's harder for them, and that's why we, as like a little younger generation, we need to speak a lot about AI, ChatGPT, Midjourney, whatever. Show to our parents, grandparents, godmothers, everybody, what is it? That it's not weird, it will not take away your job maybe. And yeah, but talking about these jobs, like we haven't experienced all of the revolutions in the world, but we have had them like every couple of tens of years. Like when it was like press was when the books started like to press, everybody was scared of that. Then there was like industrial revolution, everybody was scared of that. Of course, a lot of people lost some jobs, but at the same time, many new professions were established. Like the world just shifted a little bit. And then the internet came, and people were also afraid and thinking about what will happen. And right now, everybody is using internet, like old people, young people, everybody. And right now, we also are afraid that, okay, so many of us we will lose our jobs. And yes, some of us will lose our jobs. But if we like learn the new thing, adapt to it, and flow with the world together, like I'm sure that everybody can find their new, a little bit modified role in this world. Again, so just need to continue learning. And if you know how to do it, your task should be to help others around you, pull with you, together with you.
Yes, I think that people usually are afraid from the things they don't know, and it's actually, if you start at least to try, it's becoming much easier, and really nothing so much to be afraid of. Like, for example, in the old times, people were afraid of trains as well, because it goes so fast, you can lose your soul. How about you?
I think the future is looking very promising and beautiful and colorful and scary at exactly the same time, which is good. But I think, especially coming from as a person that I also work in health tech field, and it's fun to work together with doctors and see how AI is already shaping the industry, especially when it comes to rare diseases, and how you can get faster and get help faster, or as a patient, from these doctors that are using AI and AI tools, and how they're being specialized for doctors. And I think the part that I'm very excited about in AI and in the future is just the research, really. The scientific research. I think it's going to be great in the upcoming years. Obviously, everybody's talking about agents. We're going to have assistants, AI assistants. How cool is that? Yeah, that's exciting. But I want to see.
It is.
Yeah, that is. But like, I want to see the real life applications of it. I really want to see how AI is, making our lives better. Not only being, I mean, even now OpenAI has the task ability to schedule tasks. For example, me, I do like random tasks, but I really want to see the application of like how these products can make our lives actually better. So yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, I think that will be a next big AI revolution, the applications, not only science so much. But I totally love usually to speak about the future. That's my passion. How you see the 5-10 years from now with AI? What will happen?
I think, yeah, really, the first thing will be the agents again. Then probably practical AI, I would say, and more robotics and like hardware stuff that we see around in our society. But yeah, I think further developments, faster, better, bigger models, and everything that will really lead us in the new future. But 5-10 years, well, that's a good question, because everything's moving in kind of exponential way, right? But for how long can it be and move in that direction? That's like a philosophical question here. But yeah, I think physical hardware AI is something that I'm very excited about in 5 and 10 years.
In 5 to 10 years, I think we need to have some sort of a bad thing happen to us to bring attention to because right now the discussion on regulations versus innovations is really hot. Something bad is about to happen. And actually, there's a really good book about AI from Mo Gaudet, who said that if we talk about real systems, and right now I'm not calling ChatGPT real, but the real implementations of AI, we will make mistakes, and that's about to happen really, and it's going to have a world impact. Because people are putting mistakes, and each country is building their own AI, and probably, according to data, we should have artificial general intelligence in next couple of years. That's less than 5 years. So let's see who's recording. but that's not my calculations. That the smarter people than me, definitely. And so we're gonna have. That will be the first time when in human history we will have something that is smarter than us. Again, by the calculations that are also in the book in detail, Scary Smart is the name of the book. And they say that after the moment that we will have artificial general intelligence, we will have something that's smarter than humans. Imagine that humans are flies and AI is in the level of Einstein. So this will be the level that the difference in how we think. How to explain to Einstein that we need to keep the flies even though they are...
Well, we are still keeping the flies.
You know how people be. That's the reality of life that's gonna happen. We're about to make mistakes. Something is about to go wrong because the systems are getting stronger. Everyone has a model at home, can have a model at home doing stuff and accessing the internet. So that's one path. The other path, like you mentioned, yeah, it's beautiful sunshine, butterflies, and then there's death. Total destruction. But the butterfly side is that we have superpowers. This is the best time that we're living in. I can't imagine. I'm so happy that I'm living, actually alive, in this specific time on planet Earth. That we can be anything that we want, and we have these superpowers. And of course, yeah, more practical use cases, more people who understand technology. What I've heard from leaders, I listen a lot to what leaders are saying, that simple jobs will disappear. It's irresponsible to say that AI will not replace jobs, because it will, definitely. Of course, the simple jobs are first ones to go.
I hope not to work, just to have vacations.
And also,
agents are working for me.
And also the expensive jobs are going. Those are also first, because actually, if it's cheaper for a person to do it, they will keep on flipping stuff and then putting it together. But the expensive jobs are what the directors and then CEOs and innovation people are looking at, how to replace those, because those bring a lot more money back to the companies. So the easy jobs are just gone. The expensive jobs, they will try to replace them. So it's a big moment of transformation. Every person and society as a whole will need to become really fast, aware of things and what's actually going on. So yeah.
Yeah,
I see the
this was
blinking
a whole
sign
discussion, and time is up already.
for the after party.
Yeah, and
Join
the
me.
questions are in after party. Sorry. Do we have for no? Yeah, for after party.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.